He's going to talk about some of his favorite foods, things that he still cooks in traditional methods, and the new circulator they have coming out soon. You don't want to miss this.
We educate and inspire. And chefs are a group of people that if you dangle the carrot, they'll come running for it, right? You just have to say, hey, lentil sous vide, and they're like, oh, I can do that, and then they go eat.
Hey, I'm Jason Logston, and this is Exploring Sous Vide. Help me get the most out of your sous vide machine by talking to some of the biggest names in cooking. Today, I'm going to be talking to David Pietranczyk from PolyScience.
First question I like to ask is, what is it typically like around your dinner table?
The cats are definitely there. We have one cat, Gordon, he loves human food, and then I have my other cat, Crowley, who he's there because he's kind of an idiot, and he's there because Gordon's there, but he hates human food, but he's just there and he wants attention because he thinks like Gordon's getting attention. In terms of the actual food, during the week we're pretty laid back. We roast a lot of salmon. We'll roast a lot of salmon, sheet tray stuff. I do a lot of couscous. We do tons of grains. I have a rice cooker that sees more work than probably any other thing in my house. Like I eat rice almost every day. If there's rice in the fridge, I will eat it. A lot of vegetarian. I like to cook vegetarian, whether it's like for me personally or for events and stuff like this, in a more professional setting. I really just get more joy out of cooking vegetables. I can cook pretty quickly. It changes. Like on the weekend, if I have more time, I'll do something a little bit more involved.
So you work with Breville and PolyScience. Can you talk a little bit about what you do there?
I don't want to confuse anybody, including myself. So I started with PolyScience answering phones and taking orders, things like that. And then so I'd been there about 2 years, and then it just snowballed out of control. We were trying to redo the book that came with the circulator and redo the recipes and update it and make some changes. And then it turned into, let's make a cookbook. Let's self-publish a cookbook. And then I started working on the recipes, and I had just gotten a DSLR, and I ended up photographing the whole book, did all the recipes and stuff like that. And I'm still very proud of it, but now having done photography, videography now for 7 years, I look back and I was like, oh my God. You look back at your old work creatively and you're like, what was I thinking? But some of it still holds up. Some of it was still pretty legit, and I'm really happy with that. So that was kind of like my move from like customer service into like marketing and content, which is like now more my role. So I manage our social media, our content production, whether it's video or photography. Usually I'm in it. If I'm not, I'm usually part of production. Where I'm working very heavily with NPD, which is based in Australia, and then working with them to develop our next wave of products and stuff like that. And also do a lot of our trade shows, so I can see like what's happening in the market, what other companies are doing, where there's a need for things that people aren't doing, that why doesn't this exist type of thing, or like what's broken with this thing that already exists. So I have my hands in product because I am a chef by trade, so I know what the product how they should function, how they should be. I know what they're missing. And then from a marketing side, I'm able to create and come up with content and ideas for content and stuff like that. So I'm like tied between product and marketing.
As a chef, you can cook things in a lot of different ways. But what's one thing that you almost always cook sous vide?
Beans, for sure. Dried beans. You can't beat sous vide beans.
What's your process for that?
1% salt solution, so for every 100 grams of water, 1 gram of salt, and then I cook them 2 to 1, so for every, let's say, 500 grams of water, it would be 250 grams of beans. And then soak them overnight, and then cook them at 90 for 4.5 hours, give or take. Adzuki beans don't work like that, mung beans don't work like that, and there's another bean that doesn't work like that. But almost every other bean, like 4.5 hours is like a good dart in the dark. Like you'll probably have a good result. So beans, chicken thighs, I keep sous vide chicken thighs like on hand all the time because they're really easy. So like I'll cook them at 74 for 4 hours, boneless, skin on, and then I ice bath them or blast chill them depending if I'm around my blast chiller, because everybody should have a blast chiller, even homes. And then once they're cold, they throw them in the freezer, and then you can easily defrost them because they're thin, so you can defrost them really quickly. Throw them on a grill, throw them into the broiler, pan syrup, shred them up into something, throw them into a sauce. Like, they're just like infinite possibilities. So they're great, and the texture is fantastic. Like a sous vide, like a chicken thighs have such great flavor and texture. And then creme brulee. And I don't eat a lot of creme brulee, like it's not my thing. But when you have like sous vide creme brulee that's like done correctly, like man, the texture is like liquid velvet. Like it is fantastic.
How do you usually do your creme brulee?
Oh man. 45 minutes, and I think it's at 80. It's in the new circulator. I have the recipes in there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like in the 80s. It's just above 80. We do it for about 45 minutes. It's like just egg yolk and cream, sugar, vanilla, salt. That's really it. Jar, screw band lid, drop them in. Let them come to room temperature before you put them in an ice bath. And even usually I don't. I just put them, I let them come to room temperature and put them in the fridge, because some of the jars will just like literally explode from the change in temperature. And I've done that before. I was doing a training, and I had creme brulee grenades going off in an ice bath, which really sucks because then you put shards of glass in with ice. That was not cool. That was a bad day.
Yeah, that sounds a little rough.
LeBron doesn't hit every shot he makes, you know?
That's very true.
As a matter of fact, they missed most of them. So,
What's something that, despite sous videing it, you generally cook in the traditional manner still?
you can bake a cake in a microwave. It's not a good idea. Like, you could probably grill a steak in a toaster if you really wanted to. It's not the right tool for it, right? Sous vide summit this summer. I did a seminar on all the things that you should cook sous vide that weren't meat, right?
Yeah.
So, I love cooking things that aren't meat sous vide. I think meat's good, and there are exceptions to the rule. Like pork belly, fantastic. Short ribs, fantastic. Carnitas, fantastic. There are applications where meat's really amazing, but I get so much enjoyment out of like sous vide kohlrabi. Forget it, it's amazing. Or carrots, or lentils, or beans. Like that's what really excites me.
How do you do your kohlrabi?
I knew you were gonna say 84. Like pretty much anything in that category of vegetable will do like an 84 for an hour, and it's usually fine. Cooking vegetables for an hour gives the water content inside enough time to begin to break down pectin and cellulose and things. And usually 84 for an hour. Again, because of my job, I have to put things in boxes. I can't say like, oh well, kohlrabi is this, but celery root is this, and by the way, beets are that. Like I have to be like, I like thinking in like building blocks. Like if you can cook this, you can cook this, that, and the other. So like 84 for an hour for a lot of things is a really perfect temperature and texture, I think.
I always find that really interesting that I work with home cooks a lot, and they want very specifics. This is the time and temperature you should cook this specific piece of food at. I feel like a lot of chefs don't feel that way. They just want a ballpark, then they can narrow it down themselves.
That's a comment I can tell you without question. That is a commonality in the sous vide market. Having done a lot of events and stuff like that, and speaking engagements and classes, I can tell you that most of your audience is like the 45 to 65 male engineer of some variety, whether it's chemical, mechanical, electrical, fluid. It's usually like a middle-aged male engineer. And he wants to know every process, every number. He wants to know the detail of everything. And then chefs are like, just give me a ballpark, give me a range, and like I'll you give me 90% of it, I'll get there 10%. Yeah. So, yeah.
What's something that you use sous vide for that would probably shock a lot of people if they found out that you use it?
That was how I led the sous vide summit. People were like, really? But then people, when they went to Cuisine Solutions booth and they tried the lentils, they're like, oh my god, they're amazing, right? Because you've never had lentil that has that like that pop to it. Like they're usually overcooked, or like they're coming out of their coat. Like it's a textural experience that you've never had before. And I eat a lot of sous vide lentils. I keep those in my fridge too. Not as much as rice, but I do keep lentils on hand a lot.
So what's your lentil time and temp?
So I had to develop that like painstakingly. So that would be 90 C's, anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. It really just depends on the lentil. That number can shift. You really just kind of have to try them. I don't even vacuum seal it. I just like I use the displacement method to just put them in, and then I'll go in with a spoon and I'll try them.
Do you have a lentil that you prefer over other lentils?
Beluga lentils, I just like the flavor. Koi are nice too, or French green lentil, however you want to call them. Those are nice, but I really like beluga lentils. I just like the flavor.
I had never made lentils in 10 years of cooking sous vide until you talked about them at the sous vide summit in and I tried them at the Cuisine Solutions booth, and now I make them all the time.
Have you ever tried their red wine beer sauce?
No.
It's amazing. So they make this like pre-pasteurized red wine beer sauce. It's amazing. And you take a little bit of that in with the lentils and do that under like a nice piece of beef with like a palm puree, and it's like that's sexy.
So what's something new that you're working on or something that you're really excited about right now?
We have a new circulator coming out in the spring that we're really excited for. It's a beast. It's got a touch screen, 1500 watt heater as opposed to our other guys on the commercial side, NSF brew, 17 liter per minute flow rate. So from its like hardware package, it's Android capable, but its software package is beyond impressive. It's got 3 different flow speeds built in. It's got sous vide toolbox built in, so you tell us what you're cooking, we tell you how to do it. It has manual cooking with a timer or via core probe. That was my other talk at sous vide, so it was how do you know when it's done? Probe it. You would use a probe if you were cooking in a restaurant, if you're cooking on a grill. You use the temperature probe, but people tack on the time and temperature to a food and they say that's it. And for some things it works, and there's a reason it works for certain foods, but it does not work for everything. It's actually an incorrect approach for a lot of things. So the probe, we're really excited for that.
How big of a water bath can it handle?
49 liters. And it's slimmer, it's smaller in design. I always thought the clamp was going to be the butt with the screw. Now we just have a simple, like a really nice tension clip. Its tension is really nice. It's really firm, but it's also like manageable to take off with like one hand. Just clips on the camera really easy. I fought for that because they were like, oh, it's a good clamp, and I'm like, no, it sucks. I mean, it serves the purpose, but like it was just an adaptation of what we were using in lab at the time. And I think that was like the most beautiful thing about the Sancerre device. On off. It was the easiest thing. Even with the Jewel, which is nice, we still got to kind of like move it out of the way and pick it up. This was fantastic device Sancerre, and now we have that, so I'm really happy about it. There's 35 presets you can store in it. It's a beast. It'll actually run a calibration cycle from 0 to 100C for the temperature probe and perform its own multi-point calibration. Also, with the temperature probe itself, this is something that people overlook. So if you have a temperature probe and a meter, and you create an offset, the probes are dumb. They don't know what their offset is. One might be off by 0.1, one might be off by 0.2, and then you're actually offsetting your meter by that variance, okay? Well, when I go and unplug that probe, and I stick in a new probe, now I've completely screwed the pooch because it may be off by something else, right? So what's actually in our probe is a chip that remembers its own offset, and we have a patent on that. We've made smart probes. So we're really excited.
And that comes out in the spring of 2020.
Where do you see sous vide going the next 3 to 5 years?
I think it's taking a little bit of a lull to like open fire cooking because that's the hot thing at the moment. But I see chefs using it a lot more now as like a compliment because they say, okay, we're going to cook with fire, and all of these things. But then we were cooking with fire. It was an imprecise cooking method. It does create good flavor. There are a bunch of mistakes. So the real win is combining the two. And it has been that way, but fire is a trend right now. But now we're seeing people go, oh yeah, I can start there and finish there. So I see that happening a lot. I see an interesting marketplace on the commercial side. I'm curious to see what people do after we release our unit, like who's going to be the first one to copy it. Because if you look at like the Classic series, our original model, the 7306, it is the most imitated and redesigned model across the globe, right? It's a metal box on top of a metal box. It's got a little impeller in it. And if you look at all the units across the world, I was just in Milan for 7 days for a trade show, and every circulator looked just like it. It's all the same. So now once we come out with this, I think we're going to put ourselves like 5 years into the future with it. I'm curious to see who are the next ones that come after it.
If people want to keep up with all the amazing stuff that you and PolyScience is doing, what's the easiest way to do that?
Instagram. Keep up on our Instagram. Our Instagram, we pay a lot of attention to it. We have a ton of growth there. Great engagement. We doubled in our following last year, 100%, which is crazy. And we've gone from like 0 comments to now having like 50, 100, 200 comments to post. Like there's a lot of great conversation happening there. And definitely when the new circulators come out, that's going to be the first place that we make noise. Also our newsletter. Go to our website, all the way at the bottom, it says sign up for the newsletter. Do that. We send 4 a month. They're not spammy, they're not salesy. They are, hey, we learned this cool thing this month. you should do that. We don't sell products. I'm very adamant about that. Like it's tiring. Like I don't want to be sold. We educate and inspire. And chefs are a group of people that if you dangle the carrot, they'll come running for it, right? You just have to say, hey, cook lentil sous vide, and they're like, oh, I can do that, and then they go, and then they're there. So we don't sell people. We educate and inspire them, and sales they naturally follow. Our strategy has always been education.
I really appreciate you coming on and sharing a bunch of your sous vide knowledge with everyone. Every time I talk to you, I learn a ton, and I really appreciate you taking the time out of the StarChefs conference to do an interview with me.
So this has been Exploring Sous Vide. I'm Jason Logston, helping you get the most out of your sous vide machine by talking to some of the biggest names in the business. Until next time, happy cooking.